Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
So 16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast.
Oh, you're back again. I love you. You're the best.
Let's go.
We got Sean. We got Jorge.
What's up?
And my name is Eric.
Oh, bald.
And now you can see us.
I know. Now we're here. Visually.
Yeah.
The visual perspective.
Yeah, welcome to part 2 of the Boeing...
Shit show?
The Boeing history and the Boeing whistleblowers.
The Boeing,
you know,
yeah, it's just like wowzers.
In episode 1, we went over the history of Boeing, as well as the flight from the Indonesia flight.
The Lion...
Whatever Lion something or other.
No, that was Malaysia.
No, it was Indonesia. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was yeah. Whatever.
Lion Airs.
Lion Airs. There we go. Oh.
Lion Airs. Yeah. Sorry, this tea is kicking in hot. Extra caffeine.
Extra English.
We went over the Alaska flight.
Yes.
That's right. The door.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that TikTok was wild. I remember seeing it.
Now,
so as we always say, go back and listen to episode 1 if you haven't, so this can make more sense.
Correct.
Otherwise, you're gonna be like, what?
Yeah. I did think of another question that I wanted to ask you guys, which was, so if you're on the Alaska flight, the door flies out, you film it, whatever, you freak out, you blah blah blah, you land.
Yeah.
As a passenger, do you seek anything?
I mean, I might be like,
do you
like
want
a voucher?
Something?
Like
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I better
what
be getting fucking
think
lifetime vouchers.
I mean, I was thinking like, honey, just come on, let's do this right now. Go on, like one last hurrah.
You're talking about like doors open, mile high.
I'm seeking one last release before death.
No, I was talking about like the airline. Do you feel like you should be compensated?
Oh, 100%.
Just what, a refund?
Are you kidding me?
No, way more than that.
Door flies open.
Way more than that.
This isn't fucking TJ Maxx.
So what do you think you should? What do you think they should get?
What should get?
Yeah.
I mean, you should be compensated financially. Like, get a check.
Yeah.
What though? No.
Pain and suffering.
Okay, I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Mental fortitude is
something. I don't know.
Say,
Make that shit up, but you better be paying.
So you went through it. How much?
I mean, how much they offer?
What do you get?
What's the offer?
You get one
Rule
free
number 1
flight
of
to
negotiation: you don't say the first number.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
I'm gonna let
what
them,
do you got?
I'm gonna let my lawyer figure that one out with them.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have a number in the back of my mind.
I'm just wondering what makes up for it.
I mean, shit. I mean, I'm pretty easy.
Yeah, I know, right?
like 50 G's. I'm like, all right. Textbook. Like,
one free check bag.
I want it netted up. I want it grossed up though. I want the grossed up amount. I want the taxes taken out. Give me the grossed up amount. I mean, a mill would
50
make.
G's is good. I was thinking 10 G's.
I mean, a mill would make me feel real
said
good.
50. A mill. A mill. He wants the same thing that the dead families from the Lionairs got.
Well, they didn't even get that. They got like 400K.
I know.
Well, maybe one of our listeners can find out. Was there a settlement? Was there something that they got?
Well, it's too soon, no? Like, didn't
Yeah,
that
it's
just happen
probably
like
too soon.
30 days ago? Or
It was in April.
Within
April, yeah.
there
It was in
you
April,
go.
yeah.
So-
It was like fresh.
But it probably hasn't even been 30 days.
I mean, they're still like afraid to fly.
What do you think about a $5,000 voucher?
No.
Wait,
no.
that's
No.
would you like? I'd be so afraid to fly again.
I know.
You know?
For sure.
I would. Like, you gonna just take a boat to Alaska now? Like, how the fuck you gonna get home?
Yeah.
Well, they fly elsewhere.
Alaska Airlines.
I'm afraid to
Where
fly
else,
though.
where else do they go?
Why? It's
All
Alaska.
on the western seaboard.
But why? It's Alaska
Yeah,
Airlines.
it's Alaska
I'm confused. Why call it Alaska Airlines? Why don't you just call it Airlines? like America Airlines.
West Coast Airlines.
I know, Western Seaboard.
Anyways, guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about John Barnett and Joshua Dean. And these are the two whistleblowers
Right.
who met their demise. You know what I mean?
Damn, you had to make it like hella dark. Wow, met their demise. That sounds like some
Unwillingly.
fucking...
So if in the last episode we ended off on that John Barnett was found in his truck.
Yeah, with a gunshot
With a
wound
gunshot
to the
wound.
head, with a gun in his hand.
That's right. And he was mid
He was mid testifying.
Yeah, mid testifying. So here we go. A little bit
Hold on. Whenever I think about like these suicides that are like whistleblowers and shit, I always think about the Shooter, that one movie with. You remember when?
Yes,
remember when they were
Wahlberg?
like they put this like
the
weird
the
shit on
the
him?
contraption and like
Yes.
literally like pulled it to his head, and as soon as it was like pulled,
and then he's like, "Who the fuck would invent this thing?"
Yeah, what kind of motherfucker would invent? Or something
Boeing's like,
that.
we're innovating all the time, constantly innovating.
So John Mitchell Barnett was born on February 23rd, 1962. He hailed from Mount Shasta, California.
Shasta.
He was known by some interesting nicknames such as Swamp Doggy, Swampy, and Mitch. He was raised by his father, who worked as a rail worker. Barnett and his siblings relocated to Alexandria, Louisiana, with their mother following their parents' divorce. After graduating from Bolton High School, Barnett briefly worked as a cab driver before enlisting in the United States Air Force.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah.
For real. I mean, I'd rather be in the Air Force than driving a cab.
Due to a lack of available training slots, he found employment at Rockwell International in Palmdale, California.
Oh, you said Boeing bought Rockwell, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Where he contributed to manufacturing space shuttles, including the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
I thought you wanted to say like the space shuttle, like the one
Challenger,
the Challenger. I was like, ooh.
Later in the 80s, Barnett transitioned to working as an electrician on the Rockwell B-1 Lancer, which was a bombing aircraft that was in the United States Air Force as of today, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. In 1988, Barnett relocated to Camino Island, where he resided for 25 years, and this is in the northwest. So like Seattle, Puget
like
Sound,
Washington,
kind of like areas.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
It was during this time that he joined Boeing as a quality inspector, a career path that led him to meet both of his wives. His first wife, Cindy Swafford, introduced him to Diane Johnson, who later became his spouse. So he got married.
Wow,
and then
introduced
it
him
didn't
to
work out.
his like other wife.
Yeah, exactly. So Johnson, who was his second spouse, was an FAA liaison at Boeing for 28 years.
Oh, wow.
So they were Boeing through and through.
Oh, and she was like a liaison to the FAA.
Yeah.
He was a quality guy.
Yeah.
Like they were like on the ends.
Yeah.
She unfortunately passed away from brain cancer in 2022.
Oh, that sucks.
And so, anyways, so beyond his professional endeavors, he found like he loved racing stock cars. And despite aspirations to further his education at night classes, he was working so much at Boeing that he just never really finished his studies at night school.
Yeah, that makes
You know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me, I know this sounds weird, but it reminds me a little bit of the Tesla work ethic now.
Oh, because it's like sleep at your desk.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
care
they
about
sleep at the
your
factory.
home
Yeah,
life.
'cause I know people who work at Tesla, and they say the work ethic is it's just overwhelming, and it's a lot.
It's almost like borderline psycho.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck is work-life balance?
Yeah,
exactly.
They're like, you're getting paid for 40. You
But
work
I feel like,
90.
I feel like in the 70s and 80s, that's what Boeing was.
Oh, for sure. They're
know?
like, well, what they do is they get you to buy into the dream. Like,
Yes.
And you buy into the
yes.
dream. You're changing the world.
Yes.
And so you change the world while we don't pay you for it. But you're changing it.
Yeah.
You work
we
3
take,
shifts,
but we
we
take
pay
the
for
credit.
1.
Yeah,
So-
we take the credit.
So during his tenure at the Boeing Everett factory, the 747, 767, and 777s planes were produced, and Barnett advanced to a lead position in the quality area.
Are these numbers of the planes, they're just like bigger? Or we don't know?
Just different models.
Yeah, I think different models. But I think
different models.
I
Some
think
are bigger. Some are bigger.
I think the higher the number, the higher the
like bigger capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, that seems like a
Think so, right?
probable thing they would do. Like,
makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
they're like the Boeing 10 million. It's like a 1-passenger
Yeah.
plane. Like, shit.
He expressed admiration at that time for Boeing's commitment to quality and safety, and even developed an extensive curriculum to train other people who were external.
So he bought into the dream.
Yes.
He was like, this is the
Yes.
dream. I'm buying into the dream.
So he transitioned to the Boeing South Carolina plant.
Okay.
And that was responsible for manufacturing of the 787. Barnett encountered what he perceived a cultural shift.
Oh.
And this is when he started to express his concern.
He's like, I'm not really happy about
with
this.
everything. Yes. He attributed the shift to the management's military background, which he claimed pressured employees not to document defects and to deviate from Boeing's standard procedure.
Oh, so it's like the military where it's like, get the product out. We don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Like,
Production.
production is king.
Barnett described a management motto of, we're in Charleston and we can do anything we want.
What?
Wow.
That doesn't even make any sense. What? We're in Charleston where rules don't apply. Like, what?
So Barnett faced professional setbacks, including a demotion
Yeah, for fucking being an honest guy.
and removal from management positions, which he attributed to him filing ethics complaints. So basically, he was on that great trajectory. He was moving up, and then he was started to file complaints about their lax and laziness in procedure. And then he was demoted, pay cut, etc.
This is classic Charleston. Yeah, like fucking shut up. Like, this is what we did. This is what we do.
He continued to encounter resistance from management regarding the documentation of defects, leading to inaccurate records and compromised compliance with the FAA regulations. Barnett also highlighted concerns about Boeing's practice of allowing mechanics to self-inspect their own work, potentially compromising quality assurance. So
it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to see here.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, if you're a dude and like your job's on the line, and they're like, "Well, did you fuck it up?" Of course not. It's fucking perfect. It's premium.
They built their reputation on going, okay, good. You're going to inspect my work. I'm going to inspect your work. He's going to inspect your work. And then inspecting my work.
Yeah, like so redundancy of.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
so
the right word, redundancy.
You catch everything. But then
that's a workable system.
Yes.
It's a smart system. It's a really solid system.
But then they went to, you just check your own.
Check your own work.
I mean, that's why they put in like redundancies into things. Like, well, if this fails, we have a backup and we have a fail-safe in case this fails. And we have a fail-safe for the fail-safe, just in case. So you have to build in like human error into like the equation.
Yep, that's
but
right.
they're like, fuck it. YOLO. We're in Charleston. We're in Charleston.
We're in Charleston.
Do what the fuck we want.
The pressure to expedite production, particularly with the 787 program facing delays, increased tensions regarding quality control. Barnett's allegations were echoed by other whistleblowers, so it wasn't just him.
Yeah, he was in the line.
Including Merle Myers and Sam Selapore, who reported similar issues with prioritizing the schedule over quality.
We said we get this fucking plane out. Yeah. We getting the plane out. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Figure it
Sally.
out.
In a very microcosm way, we see it in releasing podcasts. Like if we are on a schedule, we don't want to
It might be a little shitty one.
Dude,
little shit
yeah,
in the get.
you know what I mean?
Well, we thought the last one was shitty. Everybody thought it was fucking cool.
Know, yeah.
I mean, the last one was shitty just because the topic was shitty. It wasn't because we were rushed. It was on a normal schedule. We were totally not rushed.
We did get more reviews on that one than we've gotten in a long time.
I'm sorry. It's just the topic was.
But we're not building planes. We're not building planes
exactly.
We're talking about crop circles. Jesus Christ.
We're drinking beer and
it's like
drinking
coffee.
I mean, yeah, tea. Yeah. Our British tea right here, right with extra cream and no sugar.
Say, I ain't bad at that, Gov.
I think 90% of the reviews were from the British.
I know, they were like, you guys suck. I love the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you're terrible. I love it.
So Boeing's own CFO acknowledged the need to prioritize quality over production speed, reflecting broader concerns within the company about its manufacturing practices.
Yeah, that sounds like a PR answer.
Yeah, in 2000,
quality.
So in 2016, Barnett raised concerns about a senior manager's decision to install a scrapped hydraulic tube, which he claimed was dented, and they were installing it into the aircraft. Despite filing a complaint with HR, Boeing stated that their investigation did not substantiate Barnett's claims. So he submitted the claim, and they said, no.
It doesn't look bent to me.
Your claim is
I don't
not
think it's
substantiated.
bent.
Yeah, that's right.
Overruled.
Overruled. Yeah.
Overruled.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't handle the truth, Barnett.
Barnett continued to highlight issues regarding missing defective parts to management, fearing that they had been installed in the aircraft already.
Jesus Christ.
He alleged that his supervisors instructed him to complete paperwork on missing parts without determining their whereabouts, with no action taken by the managers. So they don't even know where the parts are.
File the TPS report now.
So on average,
TPS reports immediately.
So on average, they produce 150 to 200 new aircrafts a year.
That's a lot of fucking big ass aircraft.
Yeah, that's a lot.
More than I thought.
So if you think about it, what he's saying is some of the parts he doesn't even know where they went.
Where they are. Wow. And they're like, it's good. Certify it.
Barnett asserted that workers neglected procedures to track components, resulting in the loss and subsequent installation of defective parts. These installations, he claimed, were to prevent delays on the production line, which highlighted a disregard for proper procedures.
Okay,
yeah. In 2017, Barnett's team discovered that 25% of the oxygen systems for the 787s were failing to even deliver oxygen.
Holy shit. How many percent?
25!
One of them every 4 planes.
So, now, of course, I've never had this happen. Have you had that?
No, I've never had the oxygen mask.
The oxygen,
no.
Okay. So, but what he's saying is that 1 out of 4.
It's like you're on there and you're like,
don't give
I'm not
oxygen.
and that's why they're like, if the bag's not deflated, it's not a problem.
But
Oxygen's
I
flowing.
understand how this could happen, because they go, oh, well, that never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? 100%. Why do you need it?
Do you know what I mean?
And then you're on the plane and like cabin pressure's, and then you're just like passed out. It's like the oxygen's not working.
Kind of like the MCAS system. They're like, we'll figure it out by the time it happens.
Yeah, by the time a plane is redirecting.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Despite reporting this to management, Barnett claimed his concerns were ignored, prompting him to alert the FAA. So he alerted the FAA.
Oh, my man. He's like, I'm going to go over your head.
Boeing's internal investigation confirmed malfunctioning oxygen masks, leading to a directive from the FAA mandating remedial action for at least 53 non-conforming parts.
So now they know. They're like, John's on the watch list.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, basically, yeah.
We're demoting John to janitor.
Yeah.
But, keep your eyes on him.
Additionally, Barnett received complaints about debris, including tools and fasteners, left inside the aircraft after they were built and delivered to the airlines.
At Evernorth Health Services, we believe costs shouldn't get in the way of life-changing care, and we're doing everything in our power to make it possible. Behavioral health solutions that also keep your projections at their best? It's possible. Pharmacy benefits that benefit your bottom line? It's possible. Complex specialty care that cares about your ROI? It's possible. Because we're already doing it. All while saving businesses billions. That's Wonder made possible. Learn more at evernorth.com/wonder.
Look, Bumble knows you're exhausted by dating. All the must not take yourself too seriously and 6'1" since that matters. And what do I even say other than hey? Well, that's why they're introducing an all-new Bumble, with exciting features to make compatibility easier, starting the chat better, and dating safer. They've changed, so you don't have to. Download the new Bumble now.
Delivered to Indonesia, like a wrench that's still up in there.
There's even one instance where a test flight of a 787, there was a ladder discovered.
Wow.
Homie just left the ladder.
It was like a body inside of the wing.
I mean, I understand, like...
A wrench. Yeah, that makes sense. A ladder? How do you forget the ladder? Did I just wrap it up?
So it was discovered...
Have you seen some of these like mechanics that work on your car?
Oh yeah.
Like, if they're on that level, working on these planes.
Actually,
those guys are drinking coffee too.
I've never seen. I mean, I don't recommend this, but if you deep dive into doctor accidents, where they're doing surgery and they leave
shit
in your body.
Yes.
And you're like, man, I'm some irritation here. They're like, it's nothing. Let's do an X-ray. Like,
there's a fucking wrench in my gut.
Jeez.
But I mean, my thing is like, why? They're doing shady shit. Why wouldn't they just like fire him? Isn't like a right to work state, South Carolina? I don't feel like they like need like a reason. They're like, you're fired.
I mean, by this time he's been demoted. He's been demoted.
Oh, maybe it's obvious he's made so many complaints. They'd be like, "Oh, we fire him now."
You have rules. He's been there 25 years. Don't you have employee rules like like tenure?
So in Florida,
they might be unionized.
Oh, maybe there is a union.
You know?
Okay. Well, in Florida, it's right to work state, so like they have the right to fire you for any. It doesn't matter. They don't need a reason.
What about North Carolina?
Even with unions?
Well, it's South Carolina. It's Charleston.
That's different.
Well,
wait, so even in
it's a different state than North Carolina. Yeah, it is. It is different. What do you mean? What?
It's called Carolina.
They can do whatever they want.
That's the South compared to the North. You know what I mean? That's the line.
The right to work of a person in South Carolina can not be denied, interfered with, or abridged because the person belongs or does not belong to a labor union.
Okay.
Oh, it is an at-will employment state. An employer may be liable for wrongful termination when discharging. Oh, so it is an at-will employment, but they could be, based on this situation, they would definitely be liable for wrongful termination. Because he's like, you're doing things wrong. They're like, you're fired. They'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
There's clearly that's
so
why
he
you
could
fired
definitely
him.
sue, get paid.
So they can actually fire him.
But above that, you also got the optics.
Oh,
and
it
then
looks
it's
so
a
bad.
PR nightmare.
Yep. I mean, it is a PR nightmare.
And
it is right now.
He died. He killed himself. What is the problem?
And then his employment does change shortly. And we'll
okay,
get to
my
that
bad.
shortly.
Sorry, I'm jumping the gun here.
Wait, hold on.
So Barnett also reported discovering clusters of metal shavings near the electrical systems for flight controls.
That's super bad. He realized metal is conductive of electricity.
Yeah, and so what's wild is now it doesn't sound that bad, but like if you think about it, it's how you start a fire.
Yeah,
right.
Put metal saying that's electrical.
Yeah, so he was saying
only has one little spark and you're
little
done.
Fodder. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And a majority of the
fork in a fucking
and a large amount of the engine and the plane, etc., is electrical. It's an electrical based system. You know what I mean?
It's a turbine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
it's
a turbine. Yeah.
He basically was saying it could lead to catastrophic consequences if they penetrated the wiring. You know what I mean? From that sort of thing. Despite urging action from his supervisors, Barnett was transferred to another part of the plant. In response, the FAA issued a directive mandating the removal of shavings pre-delivery.
I mean,
it's crazy that you have to
mandate
that. Remove the shavings.
My thing is like, why isn't the FAA being like, maybe we should do a little deep dive into like this Boeing company here?
So Boeing asserted though in that mandate saying that it didn't pose a safety risk. So they did say remove it, but they also said in the same mandate it's not a safety risk.
It's like you're getting surgery and the surgeon's like smoking like a cigarette and he's like, it doesn't really pose a safety risk. Even if I ash in his fucking chest cavity while I'm doing open heart surgery, it's not really a safety risk.
Remember one of the last episodes we were like, yeah, when you're pregnant and you want to smoke a cool cigarette. I don't know. It was a Patreon only episode.
Yeah, I think it was a Patreon. We were real deep in that by that point.
So Barnett alleged retaliation from Boeing, including being denied a promotion, being demoted, and being transferred to what is considered an undesirable department.
Yeah, I would agree.
And in addition to that, he felt he was blocked from a job opportunity that he got at NASA.
Oh, wow.
So like Boeing cock-blocked him?
No, they gave him like a backdoor reference. They're like, he's
100%. Bad performance reviews.
He's drunk all the time. We hire him because he's like a nephew of a guy. We don't really like him.
So in
we're 25 years deep. I mean, what else can we do?
Just like whatever.
Just let him finish it out.
I know, right? Let it ride.
So in 2017, he went to a doctor and he said, due to job-related stress, it's possible that you are about to have a heart attack.
Oh, shit.
And so Barnett retired from Boeing in 2017.
17, okay.
Yeah. In 2019, Barnett started to speak out a lot.
Oh, he's like,
and he started to become, now he's known as a whistleblower.
Yeah, because he's like,
and that's when he started to really,
hell no, we won't both. Ding.
A good one. You should be a guy.
Thanks, Bray.
Barnett spoke out about various malpractices at Boeing, including employee overwork, inadequate aircraft maintenance. He went on BBC, New York Times. Boeing denied the allegations, and a 2017 FAA review substantiated several of Barnett's concerns, revealing 50 non-conforming. This is back to what we were talking about earlier about parts that were messed up, etc.
I do want to say that, like, no company doesn't deny the allegations. I mean, that's it's kind of like a standard operating procedure. Just deny the allegations. They're not like, you're right.
Right.
We've been fucking up hard.
Yeah.
Deny now and let the PR team handle it.
Let it die down a little bit. Then they're like, what do you want?
Yeah.
So because of his complaints, OSHA.
It's OSHA. It's
OSHA,
it's the Occupational Health and Safety Association.
Okay, perfect. They had a 4-year investigation because of his complaints. Yeah.
What did they find after 4 years? Jesus Christ.
They found in favor of Boeing.
After 4 years, it took him 4 years to be like, Boeing's legit.
So that was like a major hit to him. You know what I mean? Like the investigative body said,
but
why did
it take 4 fucking years to investigate that? And like a 6-monther?
We're talking about 2023 then.
So that was in 2021. So in 2017 he retired.
Oh, so then
okay,
yeah.
And then that started like kind of his complaints.
I feel like OSHA's on the take.
Yeah.
OSHA's on the take for
big
sure.
Time. Yeah. Barnett and his legal team appealed this decision and amended the lawsuit, alleging that Boeing had hindered his career due to safety concerns raised at the Charleston plant. Criticizing the limitations of whistleblower court systems, Barnett's attorney emphasized their inability to subpoena documents from the defendants. So basically, they couldn't subpoena the documents from Boeing. So like the whistleblowers were kind of left in the wind.
I know, they're like, well, this happened. Boeing's like, prove it.
We don't have to give you documents. We don't have to give you internal memos. We don't have to give you.
You have to prove it without
files.
Without
Yes.
having me to give you the evidence.
Yeah.
Of which it's illegal for you to take out that stuff anyways. Meaning, if you worked there and you had a manual that said, smoke crack.
Yeah.
It's illegal for you to remove.
I know.
That
so the only way you
manual
can get it is by subpoena.
That's right. And so they weren't.
But then also, like, after the years of investigation, they're just like, burn all the manuals.
Yeah. In December of 2021, a report by the United States Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation highlighted the FAA's failure to adequately address concerns from Boeing and FAA whistleblowers. Additionally, Boeing settled a criminal charge with the United States Justice Department about the MCAS system.
Well, how much do they pay the Justice Department? Like, they're just paying off the government.
So this is when they
got
settled
the money.
That big
for
thing that we talked about.
$2.5 billion?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
So that's when this happened. You know what I mean?
So
Yes.
it's like them. It's like, just pay us.
Yes.
Sweep it under the rug. No big deal. We'll take the $2 billion.
Yeah.
That's gonna go to some congressmen.
So then, so then at this point, this is when the Barnett story was also featured in the Netflix documentary that we talked about, the Downfall. So this is like 2022.
Okay.
So it's not the new. That's why I said he's in it.
Yeah.
So it's not the new
kind of new, fairly new.
Dead.
Yeah. So. But Barnett issued further warnings about their work culture and the vehicle safety, and he even went and said that there's not a plane that I would comfortably say is safe.
Damn. That's terrifying.
During the week of March 12th.
Maybe I don't want to believe this so I can fly.
I know, right?
I'm like, he's full of shit. I can keep flying.
I have to get on a Boeing max on fucking Tuesday.
Is it really a max?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you check?
Yeah, did you check?
You should check.
I'll check right now.
We're gonna do a quick
quick
interlude.
Am I gonna make it?
I get the statistics on whether Eric will come back from this.
Hold on,
German
let me
hall.
just see the premium silver.
Oh my God, you're such a troll.
Let me log into my premium silver account.
I mean, you know.
No,
but
I don't think
extra bag of peanuts.
We don't get to fly in any other plane besides Boeing, right? Like I don't
think
ever. Like
no, you've been on an Airbus.
I've been. You for sure? You think?
I think you've been on an Airbus.
I don't know if
I guess I just assumed they were all Boeing. I don't know.
I know, me too.
Right?
I'm like Boeing 747.
But don't forget in the last episode we talked about it's 50%.
I know, but I feel like maybe 50% outside of the U.S. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, seriously, I'm like, I mean, every time you go to Hotlanta, I'm pretty sure that's a Boeing.
You're going to Hotlanta.
Going to Hotlanta, but a Boeing.
So are you on a Max?
737-8.
Oh well, this is not a Max.
Isn't that the same
maybe
difference?
it's a Max 8.
Isn't that the same difference?
Oh shit! All right, so everyone, I would love for you. You have to join Patreon now because we're going to fill the void for Eric's passing.
Send your prayers now.
Passing?
What?
Like I'm gonna die?
No, of course not.
Oh, pass.
Oh, you know.
Well, now I'm
saying
terrified.
that.
All right. I'm gonna drive up to Chicago.
I think you should make me and Jorge some beneficiaries. Just for the podcast. Just for the podcast.
Just for the podcast.
We're incorporated. Come on.
sure
Your
have
names
that
are on the
back
thing. You'd be able to.
I know I'm like fighting your kids for like the money. Like we're taking them to court. That is my money.
You know shit.
In an investigation, Eric's kids were negligent in his podcast career.
So during the week of March 12th, 2024, Barnett was in Charleston, South Carolina, attending a deposition related to his 2017 whistleblower complaint. He had already undergone direct examination by his legal team and cross-examination by Boeing's team. However, on the third day of his deposition, Barnett failed to report for further questioning, and it prompted concern from his attorney.
Well, yeah, the Boeing attorneys were like, well, of course you didn't show up. I wonder where he could be.
On March 9th, 2024, at 9:42 a.m., a hotel staff member heard a gunshot. Barnett's attorney requested a wellness check at 10 a.m., which is strange because the hotel staff member didn't do anything at 9:42, so then the attorney at 10 said, let's do a wellness check. So 18 minutes went by and you heard a gunshot.
Maybe the attorney was like, he like ran back from the car.
You know what I mean?
Whew, well, I think we need to do a wellness check. It's all like sweaty.
So his attorney requested a wellness check at 10 a.m. when Barnett did not respond to calls. Barnett was then discovered deceased in his truck in the hotel parking lot.
I wonder when they found him, like how long it took for that wellness check to happen.
With a single gunshot wound to the head. His death was determined to be a self-inflicted gunshot by the Charleston County Coroner's Office.
By the FAA.
In the back,
in
the back of the head, you know.
Now, there are conflicting facts about something, which is that supposedly he checked out the night before. So, some people say that why would you check out and then be there
in the parking lot? Like, fuck this. Why even check
why
out?
Would you be there at the hotel?
I don't even. I never check out.
I don't check out either.
I fucking just
sometimes
walk
I'll
out.
be like, hey, here's my card.
Yeah.
But we don't check out anymore.
Know what I do? I never.
You don't have to give them your card because you give them at the beginning.
But that used to be a thing, though.
Yeah, for sure.
No, what I do is
who the hell checks out at night?
No, but it used to be a thing. But this is in 2024.
It's not like a month ago. It used like a month ago.
I know it used to be a thing, but welcome to the new age.
Yeah.
The only thing I do is like, can I get late checkout so I can just leave later?
Yes.
And I don't talk to anybody. I just leave.
Yeah.
And then they come and they clean the room. I never talk to anybody.
So following his death, conspiracy theory suggests Boeing's involvement, and it gained traction and all over the internet and
obviously,
everything.
like,
Yep.
You have to be ridiculous to not see like there's some sort of.
So we don't know a lot about specifics, but we do know that a gun was found in his hand, and then there was a note.
Was there GSR on his hand?
But we don't know what the note is.
Oh, the note. He was like, I didn't kill myself.
We don't know what the note is.
This is not. I did not do this.
We don't know what the note is. Now, additionally, and this is not even in my notes because there's so little information about it, but there is supposedly there's about 5 news articles that came out saying that a unidentified woman, continually stated that she knew Barnett, and Barnett said, if something happens to me, I didn't do it.
There you go.
Was he like fucking
But
this chick?
we don't know who the woman is.
Unidentified
I couldn't
woman
figure out
that his
who
wife doesn't know about.
Yeah,
Well, no, his wife's dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Sorry,
she died
sorry.
a couple years later. Or earlier.
My bad. My bad.
Brain cancer. Way to go,
2022.
Sean.
So it's been 2 years. You know, he's allowed to date, Sean.
Oh my god. My bad. Oh Jesus.
Jesus.
It's an accidente.
But I couldn't figure out who this woman was.
I mean,
and I couldn't find a name. I couldn't find anything. But every article was a friend said.
An anonymous source.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
yeah.
a little...
Fucking friend, a girlfriend, a fucking booty call.
I know they met her on Tinder.
Yeah.
He's like, don't fucking call me again.
So Barnett's
But
family.
if something happens,
No, but if something, but and just in case, but if something
like the
happens,
perfect excuse for like not showing up to the.
if I'm not at the date,
Yeah.
I did not kill myself.
So Barnett's family stated that he had been looking forward to his day in court and hoped it would prompt changes at Boeing.
Well,
They also
clearly he's been
indicated
trying for years.
Right.
They also indicated that Barnett had been suffering from PTSD
From what?
and anxiety attacks due to the hostile work environment at Boeing, which they believe contributed to his death. Now, keep in mind,
He retired fucking
he
8
retired
years ago.
based on the recommendation of a doctor saying you're going to have a heart attack due to stress.
Right.
No, but I'm saying that was in 2017.
Yes.
Correct.
So, like, you mean to say that he's got PTSD from 7 years ago from working
But
at Boeing that he was trying
No,
to
but
take
now he's
down
going
while
to
he was
court.
working there?
He's going to court.
Exactly.
He's deposed.
Well, here's the thing: is
You
like,
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how, like-
PTSD is post-traumatic stress in the past. It's not like present traumatic
No,
stress.
but the fact
It's
that
called
he's showing,
anxiety.
yeah, exactly. Maybe it's just called different, but like the fact that he's showing up to court talking about all this and like it just brings up all this past.
I know, but I mean, this
It's not like he was in fucking Iraq and like
Right.
I know, and like,
Desert
there's
Storm
like
and shit, and his brother's
IEDs blown
his
up.
brother's guts are in,
No, but like
yeah.
my
I don't
thing
know.
is like he's been on the same path for such a long time. While he was working, after he was working, 4-year investigation with the FAA.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not like this is his first fucking rodeo with
True.
like going against these guys.
He's been a whistleblower in the
Yeah, for
media
a
for
hella-
4 years.
Yeah, he's been going at it. It's
Yeah.
not like now
True.
all of a sudden it's his first time, and he was
True.
like a senior executive.
True.
Yeah.
You know that I don't understand.
Yeah,
that would
true.
make sense.
As of March 12th, the Charleston Police Department was investigating the death, and his lawsuit is still pending continuation under his estate, right? So, despite his passing, his attorneys affirm that the case will still proceed forward with the trial coming up in June.
Against Boeing.
Against Boeing. Yeah. At the time of his death, Barnett resided in Louisiana, where he had moved to care for his mom. And there you go. That's Barnett. Now I'm going to tell you this other little story, and then we'll get to the
the juice.
yeah,
The juice.
The juice, baby.
So again,
Juice is loose.
Again, this is the concept of too many coincidences.
I mean, clearly.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Because on May 1st,
Yep.
Literally.
so we go from March
9 days ago
to May 1st.
Literally 9 days.
Somebody
from when we're
by
recording
the name
Yeah.
of Joshua Dean was found dead. And Joshua Dean was a whistleblower for another company that supplied the main parts of Boeing, not just like the ashtray.
like the widgets.
Yeah,
it was
like
like
the
the fucking
fucking-
motor.
Yeah,
The ashtray for the
Yeah.
non-smoking
the
plane.
main things.
Just in case.
And it's a company called Spirit.
I fucking
Like
hate
Spirit Airlines?
No, but it's not Spirit Airlines.
Okay, god
okay.
damn.
It's not
I hate
Spirit Airlines.
I'm like, they're
dude.
It
complicit.
just happens to
I
be
fucking
a
hate
similar
them.
name. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who I hate more, Spirit or Frontier.
Oh, I hate Frontier way more.
Really?
Oh my god.
I think I would.
I agree.
think I would
I
vote
agree.
Spirit.
I
Worst,
really
experience,
hate
worst
them. I hate
experience of
them.
my
I
life
hate them
has been
both.
with Frontier.
My wife wants to buy some Frontier tickets like
Why?
next month.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
It's not worth it.
It's really not.
Especially not out of Orlando.
It's
Fuck that.
so bad, dude.
All
Fuck that.
right.
It's so bad.
I mean, they're
Nothing
cheap,
worth
dude.
it.
They're fucking
I know-
$69.
There's a
a
reason
trick.
they're cheap.
It's a trick.
There's a reason they're
It's a trick.
cheap, Jorge.
We're actually going to Hotlanta, by the way.
Well, hey,
Oh, no, just for Atlanta? No.
Listen, Jorge, the hooker
No.
was only $20. There's a reason. There's a reason. She has AIDS. That's why.
I was going to say hella AIDS.
Hella AIDS.
Okay.
Just
well,
the splurge for the $120 tickets,
Yeah.
bro.
okay.
Or just drive. Fuck it.
With a baby?
No. Fly.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fly.
Just go fucking.
How much you want to
United.
bet? How much you want to bet Jorge's still flying Spirit? Despite
it's Frontier. I fucking hate Spirit. I actually.
It's
a
45-minute flight, dude.
I know, but like $69 or $350 times I don't know 4.
I mean, I'd probably still go with 69, bro.
Is that out of Tampa?
For a 45-minute flight?
Tampa?
I don't know. But if it was a 2-3 hour flight, fuck that shit.
If it was out of Tampa, I'd say go for it.
Okay.
If it's Orlando, don't even.
Okay.
It's also
because you also got to drive 2 hours to fucking get to Orlando.
This is not financial advice. Do whatever you want.
Buy crypto. Buy the bitcoins. So Joshua Dean was a former quality auditor at Boeing supplier Spirit Aerosystems. He passed away on May 1st after battling a sudden and aggressive infection. Dean, known as Josh, resided in Wichita, Kansas, where Spirit Aerosystems is headquartered, and was 45 years old at the time. He was widely recognized for leading a healthy lifestyle and was reportedly in really good health before all of a sudden...
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
This episode is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. In breaking news, leading scientists worldwide are conducting experiments to determine if Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are the perfect combination of peanut butter and chocolate. However, it appears the study was inconclusive, as the scientists couldn't help but eat all the Reese's. Because when you want something sweet, you can't do better than Reese's. Find Reese's now at a store near you.
He dies of a staph infection.
Yeah, what did he die
So,
of?
A staph infection.
Help me out.
Oh, yeah?
Help me out. What is a staph infection?
A staph infection is when, an infection caused by bacteria commonly found on the skin or in the nose. Staph can spread person to person, is very contagious.
So staph is a virus, but
one second.
how do you get it?
It's staph infections are caused by Staphylococcus bacteria. Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my wife some Staphylococcus. So these types of we're such children. These types of germs are commonly found on the skin or in the nose of many healthy people. It's so random. I thought that was like you step on a nail.
Awesome.
You gotta go.
It's like meningitis. Like nobody knows, basically.
Infections can occur through when the bacteria enters the body through cuts, scrapes.
Yeah, cuts. Okay.
Other breaks in the skin.
So you get infected from an open wound.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So more than 119,000 bloodstream staph infections occurred in 2017. Nearly 20,000 people died with bloodstream staph infections in 2017.
So it's not abnormal.
That's 2017.
No, but it's
nearly 1 in 10 serious staph infections in 2016 occurred in people who inject drugs. Okay, that makes sense.
It sounds like something I would get, while I was fixing the axle of my wagon.
On the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, exactly. like really a long time ago. And we had to rub dirt into the wound.
And you're like, ow! And you're like, oh, man, well, something's going on, but there's no doctor, so fucking yellow.
No, but you're doing okay? Yeah, I have explosive blood diarrhea.
They're like, you're fine.
Yeah, it's a staph infection.
Here's some milk thistle.
Milk thistle.
I like that.
No, but it sounds like one of those things like you should be able to. It's almost like a fucking flu. Like it's like, okay, it's a virus. You should be able to see you got something going on. You go to the doctor and get some antibiotics or something.
I stepped on a nail from when we had there was like a roofing nail that was left over, and I was wearing sandals. I stepped on it, and I was like, oh shit! And literally went to the doctor,
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, just to be safe, I was like, give me the give me the shot, and I was like, good to go. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
You think you would have?
I just don't think, my thing is, if this guy got sick, wouldn't he go to the doctor and they're like,
oh,
it's staph. Fucking fixed.
Let's say not as quick as you, but, if you start getting some symptoms and shit, you would fucking go.
I mean, I went because I stepped on something, so I was like, oh, shit,
Right.
I don't want to be safe.
Yeah.
But, if he was like, man, I feel like shit. He's like, no, I'm gonna let it ride.
You could have gone to Whole Foods, gotten some milk thistle, and just
little milk thistle. I know, a little dandelion root.
Yeah,
fucking, it's good to go.
Little potassium and salt. I don't know, some electrolytes.
Little little Gatorade.
Good to go.
That's what the body craves.
Fucking Whole Foods.
I need to go to Whole Foods.
And you would have come out with $100 bill.
I know.
Like, fucking $100.
Spend $99.82 on some hot meal.
Yeah. Anyways,
Eric, continue, please.
So Dean had been vocal about alleged manufacturing defects in the Boeing 737 MAX, raising concerns about quality control practices at Spirit Aerosystems. He filed a complaint with the FAA, accusing senior management at Spirit of ignoring those serious quality issues on the production line. Additionally, he provided a deposition in a shareholder lawsuit against Spirit, shedding light on his allegations.
Shareholder lawsuit, interesting.
His employment at Spirit Aerosystems ended in April of 2023 when he was terminated from his position. Dean alleged that his termination was retaliatory measures for raising concerns related to aviation safety.
That sounds pretty retaliatory.
Yeah, it sounds pretty legit.
That's the definition of retaliatory.
Following his departure from Spirit, he pursued legal action against the company, filing a complaint with the Department of Labor. Dean's health rapidly deteriorated approximately 2 weeks before his death.
And he didn't see a fucking doctor? 2 weeks?
He experienced difficulty breathing, then was hospitalized.
So he was in the hospital?
So here's what it was. He experienced difficulty breathing, was hospitalized. He was diagnosed with pneumonia and subsequently contracted a severe bacterial infection known as MRSA.
I mean, to his defense, he's a guy. Like, usually you're just like, whatever.
I know, you're like,
going to sleep this
I know.
off.
I was like, give me some soup.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
Despite medical intervention, including being placed on the ECMO machine, Dean's condition worsened. He suffered a stroke. Doctors then considered amputating both his hands and feet.
What the fuck, his hands?
But he died before they made that decision.
Let me die.
Dude,
you're not taking my hands and feet.
Just nubs?
No.
You're like a peg leg man?
No. I would say let me die. Fuck that shit.
Right. Hands and feet, you can get prosthetics?
But
you're never jerking it again.
Yeah.
It's
so true.
You'd figure it out.
Eric's just gonna like glue a fucking fleshlight to his arm.
What do they say? They call it the stranger?
The stranger, because it's like
the stranger, aka the left hand.
They call it the cylinder.
You ever try rat nub foot? Yeah.
They got some AI robots coming out.
Eric's like a starfish because he's got like this like fucking.
I'm just rolling.
You gotta get the blades. You gotta get the blades. So you can, like, oh my god, that was funny. Holy
that
shit.
Sucks.
That super sucks. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at Eric.
But I mean, so that happened, and then now we have multiple things that occurred. Multiple people.
It
multiple
just so happens.
whistleblower-
It just so happens that more than it's. Come on.
And
exactly, which is what we always say. Once,
Too
okay,
many, once,
twice,
like, look,
3 times. Like, come on.
Look, if it would have just been staph infection guy, I'd be like, okay, fine.
Right.
But like
suicide,
like the dude who's been like going after him for years.
Exactly.
So that's the overall story of Boeing and the whistleblowers, and there are a couple other whistleblowers that are kind of extended or not as direct, or
anonymous.
Yeah, and so
trying not to get killed.
But that's the main story, and it's all over the place now.
I mean, it's everywhere. The memes are fucking real.
Oh, yeah.
I send these guys fucking.
I mean,
memes all the time.
It's still developing story, right? Because
it's fresh as fuck.
I mean, there's a trial in June.
Exactly.
There's
that's why we did it. We did it because it was like so fresh.
Yeah.
Might have to do an update for the Patreon people.
So
what's Patreon update?
What is interesting is they were charged, and they admitted to conspiracy to defraud.
Oh, they admitted to lying for sure.
Right.
Paid $2 billion to the government, and
there's already that.
$500 million to the people who died.
There's already that. Jail time.
Well, there's more than that. There's also the FAA giving numerous mandates, like you can't leave metal shavings in the thing, you can't leave fucking ladders in the wings. The FAA is multiple. That's what I'm saying. Why in the FAA? But that's why it's so weird. Like after 4 years, OSHA's like, we don't find anything wrong. And meanwhile, the FAA is like, stop doing this shit, please. Like, stop fucking doing weird shit. Like God, I order you to stop doing weird shit.
So I did look it up. As of today, there's roughly 10,000 Boeing planes in circulation right now. Like
active.
10,000. Okay.
10,000. Yeah. Probably doing a couple flights a day, 4 or 5 a day each.
Yeah.
Each.
I was like, what? Each.
You know what I mean?
Drake's got one of those.
And so
he's got a fucking.
So that
Kendrick's allowed to fucking hijack that shit.
Remember the math we did about 70 to 100,000 flights a day.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
So if you have 10,000 planes doing 4 flights a day, 40 to 50,000
a
flights
day.
a day. That's 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, it is 50%. Wow. We were just what?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, we were like spot on.
Yeah.
We're fucking smart as shit, boys.
I'll take it. So I don't know. I mean, start at the beginning. You know, start with the people who lost their lives, and then move into John Barnett and tell me what you guys think.
I'm gonna go Jorge first.
You know,
Jorge first. Okay. Well,
because keep in mind we also have episode 1 where we talked about the flights. You know what I mean? And the people who died and, that sort of thing.
You know, I mean, honestly, just like after going over all this, I mean, my opinion hasn't changed. Like, as far as it is definitely something that they're trying to cover up. I mean, I still really want to see what happens during the trial in June, of course, because there's going to be new information that's going to come out.
Oh, there's got to be.
There's
got to be.
But I 100% do not believe that John Barnett, he did not kill himself. He was
really?
No, he was after these guys for years.
So, but you think they're so dark and insidious that there's somebody on the board?
You know,
who
here's
says,
the thing: when there's money on the line,
end them.
When there's
Eric,
money on the
are you
line,
so naive
and the more money
to
that's
think
on the line,
$60 billion a year.
Come on.
60 billion.
Now,
so much
now
money.
Here's the thing.
So much money. You think a board member?
Where they rank on the revenue? I don't know. The fucking big company. You know what I mean?
It's got to be pretty high.
It's got to be pretty
As
high.
far as market
top
cap?
50?
You mean market
top
cap?
50? Maybe top 50?
No,
what's
in
their
terms,
market
in terms
cap?
of revenue. Well, the market cap is the
so we could see how big they are.
All market
the
cap
biggest
means
company right now, which is either
is
Nvidia or Apple. I'm not sure,
it's
but
Apple
they're
for sure.
Apple.
Oh,
Still?
100%.
So Boeing's market cap is 110 billion.
So
you got companies like Apple that are in the trillions.
Well, all market cap means is it's the number of outstanding shares times the share price. That's all
how we
market
can
cap
say
means.
how big they are.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's the 134th most valuable company on earth.
I mean, hey, that's huge.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying
They're
they're not the top 10.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the 90s they were in the top 50.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Agree.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. There's a slight little thing in me that maybe he did kill himself because he's going through all this stress, all this
it's like fucking,
imagine like the threats.
My wife
he gets.
died.
His wife dies. Or, he
like
goes after this company.
I know, but
he loses his job. His wife dies, and he still continues the good fight. But then imagine the kind of threats that he's getting, or the hate at least that he's getting from some of these people.
He's not rich.
Oh no, and
his mom's dying. He's in Louisiana.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you guys
there's a slight
like
little
fucking pussies. Like literally, like that's the conviction that you have. Oh man, all this bad stuff's happening. I'd be like, I'm taking Boeing to the grave. These motherfuckers are going down with me.
Yeah, but there's
like,
two types of people. There's people like you that will fight, and then there's flight.
But the
fight
motherfucker's been fighting for 10 years.
That's a good point.
There's that also degrades somebody.
Oh,
over
after so
10
long,
years
like
of
and
fighting,
failing.
You're fired. Your
I
career's
understand.
over.
Okay, I can get.
You know,
I understand.
And also, like, his wife died. Like, your career's over. You're fucking living at a Motel 6, apparently, according to Sean.
But
like,
he's got a special.
That's the level of hotel you can afford.
He's got a special friend though.
He's got a special
anonymous friend.
But this could be like a Tinder hoe.
Dude, maybe she's legit. Maybe she's fucking giving him like stuff he's never got before.
For $20.
Maybe she's doing like all the weird stuff.
Hella AIDS.
I mean, maybe she's like,
not just low AIDS, but
hella
AIDS.
AIDS max.
Yeah, like
AIDS max.
Excessive AIDS.
Staph infections and all.
Whoa. Yeast infections.
Okay.
I would have to go with they offed him.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, 100%, dude. I am
So
100%.
But what you're saying too, though, is that they didn't care about the public perception, and
well, why?
You know
When the coroner says he did it himself, what's the public? Who gives a fuck?
But of course, like, he has a point. Like, there's still going to be a perception. But here's the thing: 60 billion reasons why you can get past this.
And also, it's like the public perception is like, oh, you're not going to fly now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
You're not gonna go fly to see your family on Thanksgiving? Shut the fuck up.
How many people
get on the plane?
Here I am considering Spirit and fucking Frontier to go to Hotlanta.
You know, Spirit.
Or he's like, fuck it, I'll do it.
I'm gonna take my chances.
No. On that note,
I love you, honey.
On that note, do you think the cheap airlines have cheaper planes?
Ooh, they get the hand-me-downs?
Oh, no, they get like the Indonesia planes.
Right?
they get the.
It's like taking the bus.
They get the shave. They get the ones with the shavings and the ladders.
The shavings. Like the shaving ones are like.
It's not funny,
old
but
as
do you think?
I mean,
you
would think one would.
I would think so. I guess.
Like they get the secondhand one that like.
Do we also get the secondhand like stewardesses and shit? Like they're all like, well, we're kind of fucked.
Do, yeah.
He's like, yeah, you do. They're just like not nice. They're like, fuck you. The hood rats. What do you want?
Yeah.
We don't serve anything on this flight anymore.
Dude, literally,
they don't.
I'm not even kidding.
Not even
my hand
water.
is bigger than the tray on Spirit.
Oh, because it's
literally it's like this big.
It's like that.
But also,
I tried to put an iPad on it and it fell over.
But also, not even water. They were trying to charge me like $9 for water or whatever. I'm like, God damn it! Why did I take this flight?
The last couple flights we went on, one was an international one. And it's like, so my wife was asleep. And they come around like the seatbelt sign was on, and like, dude, this fucking bitch was like, she was like, "Is your seatbelt on?" I was I'm like, bro, can you chill? I'm like, you just gonna let me know? I would have checked, I would have asked her, like, but she was there like, fucking seatbelt. I'm like, why you gotta be poking her and shit?
She's dealt with too many people like me. No seatbelts.
No, I know. Jorge is like, it's on, and she's like, move your blanket, sir. And he's like, I've got a boner, I can't. Move your blanket, sir.
I sit down, I put my hoodie on top for the boner and for the seatbelt.
For both it's a double. It's the double entendre.
Okay, so you are.
He's on the kill shot.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 100%. I mean, they fucking killed his ass.
Josh and him.
Josh could have
Josh.
I totally forgot about him.
Yeah,
Josh could have been an actor.
Also focus on John.
Yeah, he's a staph infection Spirit guy.
I think Josh was a happy accident.
I know. Right?
They just got lucky on that one. They were like, oh, fucking sick.
They got lucky and unlucky because now it adds to the conspiracy.
Totally does.
They're like,
their PR team is like, what the fuck is going on?
They're like, we had a great case against his ass. Like, we were gonna win that one.
Is their stock price like crash?
I haven't. Oh,
I haven't
even checked
seen
it.
Yeah.
Jorge's like, I sold shorts. Fucking sold shorts. Shorted the shit out. Damn.
Well, after the Alaska flight, I remember it crashed like.
Oh, it's tanked.
I don't know, like 8-10% in a day or so.
It's like all red. The whole motherfucking thing is red.
Yeah, it used to be at like 400. Now it's at 178.
It's down $176.
So
50%. Yeah. In 2 years.
Why didn't I short that?
I should have shorted it.
Anyway, so Sean is on my side. Of course.
No, dude, they 100% killed John. I think what's the guy's name? Jeff?
Josh.
Whatever. Sorry, they're all J's.
I know.
So, Josh, I think he just might have just not been the smartest tool in the shed, and then this guy just it was like, I'm fine. I'm fucking fine.
Yeah. He got the man flu, and he's like, fuck it, I'm not going to the doctor.
I know, right? He's like, I'm gonna drink.
The man flu.
He's like, I'm good. I don't. No, it's just like, you're fine. I'm fine. Like, even like my wife asked me, she's like,
you're like not sick.
You're like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fucking fine. Meanwhile, I'm like,
but
can't
if
move.
you ask our wives, it means that you got like a little cough, and then like you're acting like it's a flu.
I know. My wife's always every time. Like, I've been sick like one time in the last 3 years. My wife's like, why do you have to be so dramatic about it? I'm like, I was. One time, I've been sick. You had to take care of me for 8 hours.
I haven't been sick since Obama.
I know, it's like literally, but she's like, "You're so dramatic," and then like sends me memes about how like I over. I'm like, "What are you talking about? I have to, like one time."
That's what I mean.
Okay.
And then say, "Oh, I gotta watch my daughter." I'm like,
That's the worst.
Okay,
I'm like, when you're sick and you gotta watch your kid,
dude.
And you gotta act like you're not sick because you gotta be responsible.
Me and my wife had COVID simultaneously.
Oof.
And we had our kid was home for school. Dude, it was the absolute. We would take 20-minute shifts. And I kid you not, I would kick her the fuck out of the room, slam the door. Like, do I have 20 minutes? I'd be like, just in bed. And it's like, you're miserable. Luckily, she didn't get sick. But, like, we would be like, she's like, what's happening? We're like, it's fine, baby. And I'm, like, laying on the ground in, like, her playroom, like, like, please kill me.
All the good old days, COVID.
So, anyways.
So, what's up with you?
John got killed. John got nuked.
So here's what I think happened.
Oh my god, you're gonna have some fucking stupid. He's like, here's what I think happened. I
love how he said. I love how we like respect each other's opinions.
Employees. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry.
No,
I respect your opinion.
I think,
but I don't.
I think he killed himself.
Oh my god.
Of course you do.
Oh, there's always one of us on these types of podcasts. There's always the
one
guy.
But I do believe they're liable. I think they.
They stressed him.
I think all of the things that he said they did,
caused him to death.
Oh, okay.
I think all the things that he said they did. And they're cutting corners. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
So Eric believes the conspiracy. He just doesn't believe they killed him.
Yeah. And I think they just fucking
drove him
into
to death.
Fucking like actual demoralization. And
he was so sad and like they're
also gonna be liable for his death. Like his estate is gonna sue.
I would.
They're gonna have to pay up.
Who's left though?
I know, right?
This is anonymous. Shit. His dog.
The Tinder girl.
Yeah.
You don't even know her.
Well, okay. she's like the things I did
She's
for
gonna
him.
Come up.
The things I did for him. He
millions of dollars on the line. She'll come up.
But there's just nothing that says that he didn't kill himself. There's no, as far as evidence.
True. No, but
there's nothing.
True.
Yeah.
My only thing with the reason there's just not a lot of indication that he was like, because he was fighting the good fight. He was mid testifying.
Totally.
So if this would have been like after like he had already fought like a 4-year battle and they finish it and he lost and then he does it, makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, when he's mid testifying, like you have to be in court. Then they called. They were like, "Oh, check on him because he's supposed to be in court right now."
Have you seen
wellness check?
Have you seen this movie?
Check, yeah.
Have you seen this movie? It's with Kate Winslet.
There's a lot of them.
I know. Help me out.
You see this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. It's.
Is it a movie or a show?
And Kate, so this is like on a boat, like
Kevin Spacey.
Oh wow! Oh whoa!
Kevin Spacey and
Kate Winslet.
And Kate Winslet. It's a little bit older.
Well, yeah, because Kevin Spacey's canceled.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big time. But he's coming back.
Big time.
He's coming back.
He is? How?
Dude, because he was acquitted for everything.
He was acquitted for all the rapes?
Yes, he was acquitted for everything, and now he's starting to do interviews. Right. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's gonna come back.
Wow, I didn't know he was acquitted.
Oh, he's gonna make it.
Yeah,
he's gonna make a comeback.
Isn't it weird all these guys getting acquitted and like in New York,
Hollywood.
like Weinstein was like, they're like, well, we're gonna retry him. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Him?
There's a movie called The Life of David Gale.
I've never heard of that.
And maybe check it out. And they, fuck. Now that you've not seen it, I don't want to like. But okay, so the ending though.
I'm not watching it.
The ending though is that they do something in order to support their cause by essentially killing themselves.
Oh, because they think it's gonna. I don't think he's that big of a fanatic.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I mean, I don't know.
It's almost like this puts the spotlight on them way more than I could showing up to court.
Correct.
Ooh.
I mean, he might be that kind of guy.
He might
be that kind of guy. I'd actually be behind this.
He tried everything that he could.
Is he converting us?
Oh,
he tried everything he could for 4 years, and he couldn't get through it, and he couldn't.
And
get
that's all we have
done.
for you guys tonight.
It's an idea. It's a thought.
No, that's actually
that's a good one.
Point.
That's a good one.
I think that's actually a bigger conspiracy than what we're believing.
Yes, that's a good one, Eric.
Yeah. That's actually wow.
Yeah.
Eric's been doing his homework, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Eric's getting good at this.
Yeah,
he converted me on the last one. Eric's starting to like.
I'm working on it.
Eric's been practicing.
Really like that theory.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Officially, I'm going.
No, you already confirmed.
No. I'm switching. I'm going with Eric.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
John Barnett did it on purpose.
I'm not switching.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking switching.
Well, we're just teeing up for the pyramids because I got a whole plan.
Here we go.
None of you are gonna
whole
believe
plan and 9/11 too. Oof.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
9/11, the whole thing.
But we have a few on the lineup because
it still hurts.
We have a few on the lineup because the Patreon.
True, yeah.
You guys get to choose.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
If you get the rich person plan, you guys get to choose your own episode. So we have a few on. We have a few on the lineup.
You get your own like premium Discord channel, or like only us talk, and like we always respond. Like the general chat's a little like nobody's talking. They're either in the VIP or they're in the rich guy chat.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's where we are.
So
and Jorge's been on the chat. Jorge's been active like
I'm
5 days in a row. It's
I'm telling you.
I got freaked out.
More active than we are.
I'm like, he's still talking. Oh my god. I'm like, what's that? Like,
I thought it was gonna be like 2 days.
I thought it was gonna be one. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm here, and then he's like, I'm fucking out of here.
I'm back.
But we have so one of our VIP requests was Dorothy Kilgallen.
Oh yeah.
Dorothy Kilgallen is a crazy story. She was a journalist and a talk show host, and she was researching JFK's death.
Ooh, my girl.
And she was one of the only people to interview Jack Ruby.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oswald. And then she died. Under suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. The other one that we were working on is the Lizzie Borden Axe Murders. That one's really cool.
That's with the help of Caprice. The infamous Caprice.
Yep.
Yeah, she's the best.
So, and then there you go. Yeah. So we got a lot coming up, and
so we want to invite you guys to join us on the Discord. Also, at least just give us a follow, give us a give us a review.
The least you can do is
I know, right?
Like follow. You don't even have to listen, just follow.
By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, because now we got video,
I know,
leave us a comment.
Shit.
Let us know what you think about this.
Or if you hate us, just don't hate us like too much.
Yeah.
Like we're trying.
Or
we're trying our best.
Or your comment might get deleted.
We're trying our best. Like they're like comments are hidden. It's like everyone's like fuck
it's
you.
Like 50 comments, but you go there and there's only one. So
and
49
it's like me. I'm like these guys are the shit. These guys are fucking rule. No, but seriously, like I was saying, like please like, follow, comment, regardless of what you think. Even if you don't like us, still comment. Yeah. Like we want all your opinions. We're not here to suppress opinions. That's the whole purpose of the Conspiracy Podcast. It's like, question everything. Even question us. Question what we're saying.
Just Eric.
We're not the end-all, be-all. Eric clearly knows nothing.
Yeah, I am the
end-all, be-all.
Question Eric.
Huh? Yeah, question Eric.
Eric.
We should make a shirt, Question Eric. We're gonna we are coming out with merch in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
We finally got it figured out. We finally got video figured out.
That's right.
So expect merch.
We're hella legit.
I'm gonna take a poll on our Discord for the Question Eric shirt. I will personally buy a Question Eric shirt.
We got 2 sales.
Dude, instant sales. I'm gonna get it all sizes, all colors. I'll give one to my daughter.
Also, we have to.
And my dog. We'll put one on him.
By the way, last thing is we have to figure out our tattoo.
We have to get to 1 million first.
You guys got it.
Well, I know, but it's inevitable.
I know.
The numbers are. I can tell you the date when we're gonna probably cross it.
I'm running out of space on my
face
arms.
Tat? You going face tat with this one?
No.
Like under the eye. It's like a little.
I was serious.
It's like a
trailing off.
Neck tat.
Trailing off already. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a rich person survey.
A beard droplet.
Yeah.
Instead of a teardrop, a beard droplet.
There you go.
I'll get one.
Little suds.
I'll get one.
Little suds coming up.
I'm running out of space. Maybe I'll get it like here, like
just
in like one of the waves. It'll be like.
Yeah, we'll just look at it. We'll get your guy to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to pay his prices.
No.
I'm gonna go to like
go to the mall.
Yeah, I'm going to like fucking like Turbo Tats or whatever the fuck it's called.
I dare you.'ll do it ourselves.
With a oh no! Like with like a comb, like melt the plastic.
Are you kidding?
Fucking prison style.
All right. So anyway, on that note, we're gonna be ending off here. Thanks so much for joining, guys. We love you, and
we'll catch you guys later.
Nighty night.